Nowadays, kids have a choice of 20 movies for the car ride. When I was a kid, I watched the same thing every trip. The Window. My new fiance and I were traveling to meet Mama Toons for the first time when she got a flat tire. I called my mom and I said, "Hi, Ma. I'm sorry, but we're going to be a little late. My girlfriend got a puncture." My mom sighed and said, "Hi, Tony. I thought you had a real one this time." Hey, it's only kinky the first time. Guys, when a woman is mad, just tell her that she's overreacting. She'll realize you're right and she'll calm right down. What do you call a prostitute with a runny nose? Full. Hey, so I was at Home Depot earlier today, and some kid comes up to me and calls me an old fart. Me! So if you're missing your kid, he's in the red Samsung dryer in aisle 15. When I was about 12 years old, God visited me, and he gave me two choices. I could either have a great memory or be fantastic in bed. Shit. Now I don't remember what I was telling you. She told me that all her kids had ADD. I said, all different dads? It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, wait. It's just that flying fuck I don't give. Hey, I'm not rude. I just have the testicular fortitude to say what everyone else is thinking. What you talking about, Willis? My wife said, Here's $35. Get the dog a jacket, and if there's any money left over, get yourself a beer. Two blondes are talking. One says, I've just taken a pregnancy test. The other replies, was it hard? Don't you just love it when someone focuses on how you react instead of how they treated you? Snitches get stitches and their pockets stripped of their riches and get tossed into ditches for being punk-ass bitches. Hey, I'm not a proctologist, but I know an asshole when I see one. Earlier this week, I saw the little boy next door licking whipped cream off the cat. I'm pretty sure he heard something he shouldn't have. When I was a kid, I'd say to the man, I have to see the candy before I get in the van. I'm not stupid. A man is stumbling around through the woods, totally drunk, when he comes upon a preacher baptizing people in the river. He proceeds into the water, subsequently bumping into the preacher. The preacher turns around and is almost overcome by the smell of alcohol, whereupon he asks the drunk, "Are you ready to find Jesus?" The drunk shouts, "Yes, I am." So the preacher grabs him and dunks him in the water. He pulls him back up and asks, "Brother, have you found Jesus?" The drunk replies, "No, I haven't found Jesus." The preacher, shocked at the answer, dunks him again, but for a little longer. He again pulls him out of the water and asks, "Have you found Jesus, brother?" The drunk answers, "No, I haven't found Jesus." By this time, the preacher is at his wit's end and dunks the drunk again, but this time he holds him down for about 35 seconds. And when he begins kicking in his arms and legs, he pulls him up. The preacher again asks the drunk, "For the love of God, have you found Jesus?" The drunk staggers upright, wipes his eyes, coughs a bit of water up, catches his breath, and he says to the preacher, "Are you sure this is where he fell in?" Hey, if I ask about it, I know about it, so don't lie about it. Cheating on me is easy, but trying to stop your car without brakes, not so much. They should make an alarm clock that sounds like a dog is about to puke. Nothing gets you out of bed faster. Have you ever looked at one of your co-workers and wondered, how the fuck do you still work here? I hate the phrase kids will be kids. I think it should be replaced with bad parenting results in assholes. If you think that it's expensive to hire a professional, Wait until you hire an amateur. My wife and her friend went out with their friends to see 50 Shades Darker, and I went to bed around 11 p.m. She came home around 1 or so and walked into the bedroom with a leather strap in one hand and a chain in the other. I thought, this looks interesting. She said, "Here, you forgot to walk the dog." If you have to ask why me when you're feeling really blue, when the world has turned against you and you don't know what to do, when it pours colossal raindrops and the road's a winding mess, and you're feeling more confused than you ever could express, when the saddened sun won't shine, when the stars will not align, when you'd rather be inside your bed, the covers pulled above your head, when life is something that you dread and you have to ask, why me? When the world seems right and true, when rain has left a beautiful dew, when you feel happy just being you, please ask yourself, why me then too? I just want to take a moment here to thank you so very much for watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. Please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit that bell too, so you can be notified about my new content, which I release twice a week. Thanks again, and back to the show. Listen, I'm not saying she's easy. I'm just saying she's been under more sheets than the KKK. A young man went into confession crying and told the priest, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." "What have you done?" asked the priest. "A few weeks ago, I went to the library and I remained there until closing time. And when I was about to go home, rain started pouring down. It was so intense, I had to wait there in the library. I waited for a while with the librarian, a young, attractive single girl. Then one thing led to another, and I ended up sleeping with her." "Well, don't cry. It's a sin, yes, but it's not that bad. You should say 5 Hail Marys, and it will be forgiven," said the priest. "But it doesn't end there," the man kept sobbing. "A few days later, my elderly neighbor asked me to help her with their computer. Her husband was hospitalized, and she couldn't send an email to her son. I went there and fixed the problem for her, but when I was about to leave, rain started pouring down. It was really stormy, and I had to wait there. One thing led to another, and I ended up sleeping with the old lady." "Oh dear. Well, that makes it harder indeed, but still, you should say 15 Hail Marys and you will be forgiven," said the priest. "Oh, I'm afraid the worst part is still ahead, Father. You see, yesterday I went to the barber shop and I was his last client for the day. As soon as he finished and was about to close the shop, the rain started pouring down so intensely that I had to wait there with him. One thing led to another, and I ended up sleeping with him as well." "Oh dear, it is indeed worse than I thought," said the priest. "So what should I do, Father?" the man asked. "Well," answered the priest, "you should probably get the fuck out of here before it starts raining. How many animals do you think that you can fit into a pair of pantyhose? Let me see. 2 calves, an ass, a beaver, a shitload of hares, 1 camel toe, and a fish nobody can find." "Hey, I heard what you did for a Klondike Bar." "Roses are red and violets are blue. The smell of shit reminds me of you. Some people like to stir the pot. Me, I prefer to smoke it. A soldier shows up for military training but realizes he forgot to bring his gun. The sergeant hands him a stick and gestures to the training field. 'You'll have to use this, soldier. If you need to shoot someone, just aim your stick at them and shout, bangity bang bang. If someone gets too close to you, poke him in the gut with it as though it was a bayonet and shout, stabbity stab stab. Now get moving.' The soldier thinks this is pretty ridiculous, but to his surprise, when he aims the stick at a fellow trainee across the field and shouts, bangity bang bang, the other soldier goes down in a theatrical display. Then another trainee tries to run past him, so he pokes the guy in the ribs and shouts, stabbity stab stab, and he too goes down, pretending to be dead. So the soldier starts running through the mock battlefield shouting, "Bangity bang bang," and occasionally stabbity stab stab, until eventually he realizes that he's the last man standing. He's feeling pretty proud of himself, until another soldier rounds a corner and starts walking towards him, slowly, stiffly, menacingly. The soldier takes aim with his stick and shouts, "Bangity bang bang!" The other soldier doesn't go down this time. He keeps approaching, arms stiff at his sides, boots stomping aggressively into the ground. The soldier begins to sweat. He clears his throat, adjusts his grip on a stick, and hollers, "Bangity bang bang!" But nothing happens. The other soldier keeps marching toward him. Now the soldier panics. He pretends to reload his stick and desperately cries out, "Bangity bang bang! Bangity bang bang! Stabbity stab! Stabbity stab!" But to his dismay, nothing works. Finally, the other soldier reaches him, kicks him in the shin, and knocks him on the ground. He stands over the fallen soldier and says, "Tankety tank tank!"